Welcome back to the channel. What's going on at the minute? Well, I've had a few little last minute things being dropped on my plate. You might have seen the programme Saved and Remade that's going out on BBC Two, 6:30 weekdays. So that was a group of people that were all brought in, people of loads of different various skill sets. Some fantastic individuals who really did change and save some of the items that people brought in. I've been asked to do something for Morning Live, so it's going to go on Morning Live on Tuesday, and I've been asked to do something for Gethin Jones. So, what am I doing? You'll have seen this if you watched Morning Live on Tuesday. So I'm making a table. Table is out of the old, this stuff is the old, what is it called that? Pontoons, the old pontoons from Mark Paul. The boatyard across the way, they'd stripped some of the old pontoons, renewed them. This wonderful timber came off that. So I've made a box out of that, a nice little tray in the bottom. Why is it like that? Well, we're going to resin the top, okay? Excuse my hands, by the way. I've just tried to clean these up because we had a mare earlier on. But we're doing some stuff out the front with the forklift, and the forklift blew one of the hoses. So I've just been up to my elbows in grease trying to sort out that. Always useful. So, in here we have a raised sort of platform in there. This is where I'm going to inlay all the resin. I've got a load of stuff here from Gethin, so these are his sort of nice personal little items for him. And these are going to sit in here, not in such a haphazard manner. I'm going to lay them out nice. I'm going to put something underneath that bit of ply as well. I mean, bear in mind, all this was done out of what I had around the workshop. So I had this bit of ply, it's still covered in like tile adhesive, but we buzzed all that off. So I've got some nice little, brilliant little things. There's Gethin's NFL pass and his ISAF pass for when he did that documentary in Afghanistan, which is called Olympics badge, because he did the commentary for that. So this will all sit in here in a beautiful manner. I'll lay it out. It'll be done. I think I'm going to go bottle green underneath there because these are quite brightly coloured. I think it'll look really nice. And then it'll sit into here. We'll resin them in, and it'll be resined up to the top. A little bit of beading here. I'm going to run that beading around the top and then light underneath, so you'll be able to light it up. So you'll see all these items lit up in a table. It's going to look wicked. But what am I going to do for legs? Tell you what I'm going to do for legs. This beautiful bit of steel. Now, there's two bits of angle iron here. They've been welded together. This came out the roof when we put this in, because it was originally like steel and it was just basically hanging ceiling. So we took it all out and then put in that floor up top. So this came out of the roof. This came out of the Sbomb. And we're going to cut this up. I will buzz this up. It looks ratty and horrible at the minute, but there's bits that we've used out of the roof. So I've got a little length there. You buzz it up. Perfectly good steel underneath. I quite like the old pitting and everything. It seems to have done a little bit of work in its life, and it has done. So we'll make the legs out of that. And these will, I'll move this a little bit. So I'll make some legs and they'll sit in like this. Oh, sweet, that, wasn't it? Industrial, all recycled stuff, which is great. So I think it's going to be a really nice bit of kit. But first thing I need to do then is start chopping this up, eh, baby? Give me trim shed. Say my trim shed. It works in here a heck of a lot. First thing I need to do is split these up then. So we're going to cut off the welds and we'll open up these. So I've got two pieces of angle iron. It's a big unwieldy beast at the minute. Let's have it on. Ta-da! Right. Hang on. Let me check the mask on.
Yeah.
Okay. Not going to be like bogies or anything like that. Good.
Sadly not.
Right. Here we go. So we've got now the bit of angle iron. Here we go. One
Before and after, yeah.
Yes. Let's have it on. Before I'm going to do a little. I'll do a little bit more in the internals of that. Before, after. Now, you might think, well, it's a little bit rusty and a bit of stuff on there. Now, it's all, for me, it's all about the history, all a bit about the age of things. You know, like the timber I'm using, the old pontoon decking. That's absolutely great. This is steel out of the original building, the roof at the shop. And I want to keep a bit of that character in there, you know, you want to keep those sort of things. I'm going to have those, you know, where I just cut through the welds here. I'll leave those on, it'll be on one of the legs, you know, that's the weld which is together that somebody may have done eons ago, but I've cut through that, we'll leave that on there. There is still a little bit of paint in the pitting in there. And you've got one sort of shiny side and one rusty side, because that's where they were joined together. And it was all rusted in between there. The other sides are all painted, so they were fairly well protected. I'll clean this up just a little bit more. I don't mind leaving a little tiny bit because that'll be on the inside. But again, a little bit of paint in there. That's what was originally on it. I'm all about the history. Check me out. Oh, being all sort of nostalgic. But that's what I'm all about, is that, and keeping a bit of that in it. You know, similar with the timber. So we'll use that. Hopefully, I'll just measure this up. I don't know, I might have to do the other one, but we'll wait and see. What have I got here? We have got just shy of 150. Shy of 150, and I've got to get 4 legs. I might have to do a bit of the other. I think 40. It's not going to be high enough, is it?
Yeah.
It needs to be 50. Okay, I'm going to have to do the other one. But what we'll do is we'll crack this one, and you'll see the process that I'll come back and do all that, because you don't watch me do that one. You've seen this one, let's do this one. Right, okay, so I'll cut the legs now, use the chop saw, and then there will be some more finishing to do, but I'll do that when it's in the one pieces. Sweet. You believe it? I can't believe what I'm witnessing, to be fair. He's talking on his watch. Bailey has just spoken on his watch like a phone. You know, like you used to see, beep, beep, yeah, calling Dick Tracy, calling Dick, that sort of thing. I mean, call me like behind the times, but that is amazing.
You're behind the times.
You're still in black and white, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm gobsmacked. I'm literally amazed.
So.
Come on, this is out of my technology, this is.
Right.
Chops off. Whoa.
Let's film.
Okay, this is going to be some nice 90-degree cuts. Right. You've got a watch you're talking to. Right. I'm amazed at that. But this is a chop saw. This is that one. Right, this will give me nice 90-degree cuts on. So I just need to square the end up first before I start measuring the stuff. That is up. Down. Okay. Size wise then, we're thinking a table, a side table.
Yeah. I'd probably
600. Right, sofa. 600 table. Yeah. So if we go 600, I get 2 out of this little sucker. So 10. So there we have it, 2 of the legs done, 600, I hope it's the same length, he says.
Yeah.
Yep. Now these, I don't want to touch this too much because I've got very grubby hands. I'm using my wrist. These are going to fit on here. Like so. Well, maybe 600 is a bit long. Yeah. We'll see. I can always make them smaller, can't I? But those legs will go on the ends. Obviously, I'll tidy it up. Won't leave the lethal little burrs hanging off. I'll tidy those up. So there'll be one of those on each leg, and then it'll be resin in the centre. We'll finish off that timber, probably wax it, because it comes up really beautiful with the wax. And that will be it. Next thing we'll go on to, once I've done all these legs, we'll go on to the resin. But if you liked it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.